Yeah, what up, everybody? It's your boy Jay in the building. We back with another video. All right, we got Jackson State versus Mississippi Valley State. First of all, before I get into this video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and share. You can even dislike if you like. I welcome it all. All right, so number 16, Jackson State versus Mississippi Valley State. All right, okay, so let's speak about Valley State for a minute. Last week, Florida A&M did everything they could to lose the game. They McCray threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter. One got returned for a touchdown, and for some reason, Mississippi Valley State couldn't really punch it in the red zone until the second half. Got another fumble recovery that they eventually returned for a touchdown. Mississippi Valley State caused 4 turnovers to their 1. Man, I don't even know if they turned the ball over or not. I don't think so. But they did all that and still found a way to lose the game. I don't understand it. And even after those 2 long balls on their last 2 drives, I thought for sure that, okay, this is like, it was destined for them to make an upset out of this, because that's what it looked like it was going to happen, because Florida, with them turning the ball over time after time, I'm like, look, y'all are going to let this team hang around, and they're going to end up beating y'all in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be because of those turnovers. And Shareed came out with 4 touchdowns, and one of them came on a punt return. And this is actually the second time this week that a SWAC player won National Player of the Week. Last week it was Kobe Dillon. This week it was, Shareed. So shout out to him. I think he actually won Special Teams Player of the Week. So shout out to him. Jacoby Rankin had his best game of the season. He had 4 catches for 140 yards. Their quarterback had the best game of this year. Had over 200 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. No, 3 touchdowns actually, and no interceptions. So the offense did what they could to win the game. It was a lot of their first half is kind of the reason that they lost this game. Well, that they lost that game, and I thought that they would have did what they could. They did everything they could to try and come back. They even took the lead, and then Florida A&M came right back and scored on them. But okay, y'all, I want us to be honest this week. Like, I want us to be completely honest and say, this is not Delta State, right? Now, a lot of people made it a big deal that, okay, look, let's not sleep on Delta State, because this is actually one of the best Division II teams in the country, and they can make a game out of this. And they did. Not only did they make a game out of it, it took Jackson State the very last drive to stop them. All right, so now we get to last week and Bethune Cookman. And even I said, they shouldn't take this team lightly, because even though they're 0-7, this is a pretty good 0-7 team. Like, they had close games with each and every team they played this year. And then Jackson State said otherwise. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. Now Jackson State shouldn't look at this game like they're going to blow them out. But the world should. I don't think it's going to be close. Matter of fact, I'm not saying that it's going to be worse than what they did to Alabama A&M. I think that I'm not going to say that was a fluke, but they looked like they were just overpowered by everybody. But come on, if they're doing that to Alabama A&M, and they did that to Bethune-Cookman, what do we think they're going to do to Mississippi Valley? Now, people, even with Bethune-Cookman not winning the game yet, it's still, people will still have that as a tie between either them or Valley State as the worst team in the SWAC. So I don't want to hear nobody say that, oh, it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a close game, because I don't think so. I don't think this game is gonna be close, and I don't want people to think that Jackson State is gonna turn the ball over 4 times like Florida A&M did. We don't think that, right? No. We don't think that Shedeur Sanders is going to throw 2 ill-advised interceptions in the first quarter, because he hasn't done that all year. And I don't think he's going to choose Valley State to do that on. Don't think so. I think Bethune-Cookman has a better defense than Valley State. Now, I'm not going to say that Valley State is not going to come to play. But I also have to think about how deflating it is for them to think that they had a chance to upset the second best team in the SWAC. They come up short, and now they have to regroup and now have not only the best team in the SWAC, but one of the best teams in the country. They had them back to back, and I don't know if they're gonna muster up enough strength to try and make this a game. I'm also thinking about it in that aspect, because there's a lot of emotions that took place in that fourth quarter last week. So for them to try and regroup again and try and regroup themselves again to play that same way, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. Now, I was surprised on how many points they scored on Florida A&M, because even outside of the fumble recovery for a touchdown, they still scored over 20 points outside of the defense. So nobody really thinks that this is going to be as close as people would like it to be. It's going to be a blowout. It's not going to be close. I don't want people to have in their mind, oh, don't sleep on Valley State. No, Florida A&M did that, and that almost got them beat. Jackson State ain't gonna think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna go in there because because everybody thought, Bethune-Cookman, you know what? They did a poll, right? Before last week's game, it was a poll on who's going to win between Jackson State and Bethune-Cookman. And it was only 81% of people who said Jackson State. So that means there were still people out there who gave Bethune-Cookman a chance to win because they thought that they were good enough to win. So what do you think the percentage is going to be between these two teams? Like we need people to be real this week. All right, Malachi is here in action. Y'all told me Shane Hooks is hurt. The receiving core looks like they are about to come in full swing together for the first time this season. And I'm gonna say this, man. If Shedeur Sanders comes out and ball the way he's been playing all year, Come on, man. Come on. What are we talking about? Come on. Like, what exactly are we talking about? So, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got Jackson State scoring 40 points. Minimum. I got Jackson State scoring 40 points. I don't think it's gonna be close. I'll probably see Valley State scoring 14, maybe. But come on, man. Come on, like, let's be real. It ain't like Jackson State is going far. Like, they play in the same state. So it ain't like they gotta worry about a long travel, cause Jackson State could easily make that a home game for them. They could easily do it. But yeah, I don't see this as a contest. Honestly, I don't see it. I don't see it being close at all. Like, people need to be real about it. I don't see this game being close. 40 to 14, if that. You know? What are you gonna say?